occasionally do something. I don't want to give up all of my rights and live in Nazi Germany in the name of keeping me safe. What's your view on the incredible grassroots, I'm telling you, this is the biggest issue, outrage over the TSA?
Well, I'm in that grassroots outrage. Every single time I go through TSA, I'm outraged by the fact that I watch different people being treated in different ways. I watch the person ahead of me go through with their shoes on. And I want to know why they're allowed to go through with their shoes on. Well, they're an employee behind security. And if you, sir, want to wear your shoes through security, then you can get a job here at the airport and be able to do that. Well, so that's, yes, sir, they've had to undergo a strict security clearance to be able to do that. Well, then why are you subjecting them to walk through the body scanner? Why are you subjecting all the rest of their stuff to go through the X-ray? Why don't you just get them a line out there so that they can go through completely separately? They don't have an answer. They don't have an answer. Or you have a good point. You have a good point, sir. I get my toothpaste taken out. It's in an 8-ounce container, but it's only got 1 ounce of toothpaste in it. In the name of national security, so goes my 1 ounce of toothpaste. When this all happened, 80% of the, not 80%, 100% of the potential ability of terrorists to be able to fly airplanes into structures went away when they secured all the cabin doors. That happened right away. That was something that really was...
What about arming the pilots? I mean, if you're going to trust them with this giant aircraft in our lives, shouldn't we trust them to know how to work a revolver?
Well, what about that? What about some sort of taser capacity for the flight attendants? Or I just think there are a lot of other ways to deal with this that wouldn't pat down ordinary Americans. That, like, it just outrageous.
But the government loves getting in our comfort zone. They love setting that precedent that I'm gonna stick my hand between your 20-month-old's legs.
And the 20-month-olds and the wheelchairs.
Have you seen them make people that can't walk get up, and they're holding them up?
I've seen it. It goes on and on and on. I'm outraged every single time I go to the airport.
No, it's torture.
And I feel no safer. It's torture.
Well, the airline heads have said this is killing business. And I won't fly. I won't fly with my wife. I fly, but I won't let them touch my daughters.
Well, and why TSA in the very beginning? Why not airlines?
Yeah, why are the feds grabbing this new jurisdiction?
Well, why didn't airlines do that from the very start? And then you, as a paying customer on the airlines, you decide which airline you want to fly through. And some airlines maybe have really, truly naked searches because that's how far they want it.
That's what you want.
But then if that's what you want, I
want the one with no security.
I want the one with no security.
I want the one where they spend all the time spending the money on having new parts.
I went to fly regionally in New Mexico just recently, and I didn't have to go through a no security scan. It was a risk that you were going to take in-state, but it was a plane that couldn't fly long distance also. I really enjoyed it. It's what flight used to.
It was freedom. Yeah, whatever happened to good-looking stewardesses and meals and like it's fancy to fly and you wear a suit like when I was a little kid.
I like the peanuts, Alex. I love the peanuts. I love the load like cattle. I love that because everybody gets treated equally and the price is way down.
I'm from Dallas. I've flown a lot of Southwest.
I like flying at low prices.
Governor, we're running out of time. We got you on 5 minutes late. Can you stay till 5 after next hour?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Because oh, you bet. I would love having you here. There's some other issues I want to raise with you. This is Raw Story. Also have Associated Press here. And we're going to play this after the break. Ex-Clinton strategist, Obama needs an event similar to Oklahoma City to reconnect with voters. And he said this on MSNBC. It was also said on Meet the Press. Here's another one. Obama faces growing credibility crisis. That's Financial Times of London. And it's in Robert Shapiro, another advisor to Obama. He says the bottom line here is that Americans don't believe in President Obama's leadership, says Robert Shapiro, former Clinton official and supporter of Obama. He has to find some way between now and November of demonstrating that he is a leader who can command confidence, and short of a new 9/11 or Oklahoma City bombing, I can't think of how he can do just that. Remember Governor Ridge, the former head of Homeland Security, last year in his book admitted he was pressured in 2004 to issue fake terror alerts? I mean, I think this was an October surprise, but overall, what do you think of, and we'll play the clip if you want it, what do you think of these statements that by having terrorism, government gets to play the part of our big daddy?
Well, I think there is absolutely something to that, and there's absolutely something to justifying your existence, given that 9/11 is now going on 9 years, 9 years plus. Nothing's happened. You know what? It's imminent. It's going to happen tomorrow, and it's scaring us to death. It's scaring us to give up our civil liberties. So there's actually absolutely something to that.
But why are they so arrogant? I mean, why did Ridge admit that he issued fake terror alerts? Under the Patriot Act, issuing a fake terror alert or a fake bomb call is an act of terror. We're going to come back and talk about that. We're also going to get into some of the other issues that are swirling around. He's a former New Mexico Governor, Gary Johnson. It's OurAmericaInitiative.com. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We've got him for 2 more short segments. Then it's your phone calls, your eyewitness accounts of being molested at the hands of the new Homeland Security Gestapo TSA.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Still worrying? From GMO to organic food in jeopardy, divided by economic turmoil, there is still an answer. With just a little knowledge easily acquired, you will literally see food everywhere. Author Linda Runyon has these skills from having lived this way of life and created the tools so you could too. Wild food is economical, nutritious, freely available, abundant, and free for the taking. It is a skill that takes little time to learn, but stays with you for life. And now, for a limited time, it's all on sale. It's called the Buy Old website sale. Can you guess what's coming? Absolutely everything's on sale across the board, including our already discounted packages. And you know, the holidays are coming up fast. We don't know if we're going to have another sale this year. This was the only one in 2010 so far. We've been lucky to keep our prices the same since 2008, but who knows what the future will bring. So go to ofthefield.com now or call toll-free 1-888-51-EAT-FREE. That's ofthefield.com or call 1-888-51-EAT-FREE and cross food off your to-do list.
I hurt my myself.
All right, we got him for two more segments, then I'm getting into the economy. And this stuff really shakes me to my core. We've got your phone calls at the hands of the TSA at 800-259-9231 coming up. The Drudge Report has two of our reports, top of the Drudge Report. He's had our articles on this from Friday straight through, article after article, day after day, and Drudge links every week to us. But the fact is, Drudge, even the New York Times admits, previously it was the New York Times, now it's the Drudge Report the last 3 years, it drives news. And it shows the incredible outrage and awakening that is happening. Guys, I forgot to tell you during the break, do you have that clip of the advisor, Democrat operative Mark Penn on national news? Do we have that clip ready? Okay, great. We're going to cue that up because I don't want to just quote that. I want to actually play that little short clip on air. But getting back to this fear-mongering, did you see the... in fact, Governor, I'm going to hand you this Fox News article. It was also in AP. Will you read that headline for folks?
I'd have to put my glasses on here to do that.
Because, I mean, this came out 2.5 weeks ago, and it's confirmed. Read that headline for folks.
Al-Qaeda leader dined at the Pentagon just months after 9/11. Keep reading.
Anwar al-Awlaki. I mean, my point is, people send me emails saying that's not real. When it was in AP and Fox News, he was number 3 in Al-Qaeda at that time. He was number 1 today, all over the news. They admit in the article he's number 1 now. And he's hanging out secretly with the Pentagon. I can't ignore this, Governor. I mean, you talk about, and these officials are running around saying, let's use terror to take people's rights. I'm sure a year and a half ago, you saw the MIAC Homeland Security report that said gun owners, conservatives, libertarians are what Homeland Security's for. What's your view on the fact that this whole apparatus is aimed at us, the American people?
Well, that's where the outrage ought to be. So I'm outraged at that. I'm outraged at the fact that is what's going on.
I mean, as somebody who's campaigning to be the voice of the Republican Party, and I hope you do run for president, I mean, is that where this is going?
Well, I'm a 501c4, so I can't comment.
But so you're exploring things.
Well, I get to raise money and I get to speak out on the issues of the day. So
shouldn't this be investigated?
Well, absolutely.
Who investigates it, though?
Good point.
I mean, there's the article, folks. Who's going to investigate if it's not Ron Paul or Gary Johnson or Jesse Ventura? I mean, somebody with a big voice. Let me play this short clip. We're going to come back and give you the floor for the last 5 minutes on other issues you want to cover. But here's the clip of the Clinton official, an Obama advisor, and I've got other ones saying it, Shapiro, on national television, talking about how they need an attack to teach us to reconnect with our loving controllers. Here it is.
President Clinton reconnected through Oklahoma, right? And the president right now seems removed. And it wasn't until that speech that he re-clicked with the American public. Obama needs a similar kind.
You think words will work for President Obama at this point?
No. Okay, he's got to get some results. But words will work, I think, if he finds that right moment.
Okay, so there was that clip. You didn't have your headphones on, but you couldn't hear it. Do you want to put them on and hear it?
I'd love to, yeah.
Okay, let's cue that clip back up then for him right now, since we're doing all this live on the fly. We're going to come back from break and play that clip for you, Governor, and maybe even keep you a little bit in the next segment if you can do it, because I don't want to cut you short on time. This rare occurrence having you here in studio. Gary Johnson, former governor of New Mexico, is our guest, and we're just going, oh, jeepers creepers, the head of Al-Qaeda hanging out at the Pentagon. We'll be back in 70 seconds, the live 4th hour. You can always go to Infowars.com and listen.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scan.